the YouTube world and beyond. You already know who it is, and you already know what it is. This is the Outlier B. This is the Outlier Podcast, and I'm chilling with you guys, man. What's going on? Welcome. It's Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. Normally, my day to telecommute and work from home, but I already done told y'all, man. Just because I could, that don't necessarily mean I should, man. And we flipping the script, y'all. Flipping the script. Flipping the script. By no schedule. You just do whatever the hell you want, whenever the hell you want. And you just got so much credibility that don't nobody question your actions, man. They just know that you're gonna do what's right. That's the kind of world I'm trying to live in, my people. But a brother woke up feeling real good, man. Real good, man. Small little micro changes are leading to some great results, man. You know, we getting older, my people. We definitely getting older. None of us are getting younger. The one thing you got, the one thing you got is that body of yours, my people. So do your body right. Do your body right. Because as you get older, it's gonna help you deal with some of the struggles that you may struggle later on with in life. So do your body right, my people. Do your body right. But yeah, I woke up feeling good, man. Got a good night's sleep. Went to bed like around 9 o'clock. Woke up like 2 in the morning. Sugar was stabilized throughout the day. I had great meals. So I'm feeling good, man. No pains in my stomachs. One thing about diabetes that you could get used to, and the human body is an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. Our body could get used to things, and then you don't even feel it no more. You don't even feel it no more. We got somebody on the check-in. It smells. He dropped some signs. What's good? What's going on? What's up? What's up? How you feeling, my brother? And then we got Selden 85. He said, yo, brother, how it's going, man? I'm good, Selden. What up with you, kid? How you feeling, man? Where you checking in from? What city? What state? What country? What city? What state? What country are you guys checking in from, man? Let a brother know so I can give y'all a shout out. Yes, sir. But I'm out here in New York. New York, it's the calm before the storm, man. On Thursday, it's gonna go down. They're gonna have that parade. It's gonna be a wild thing, man. New Yorkers or New York Knicks fans have been waiting for this for a long time. Long time. Like I said, I've never seen the Knicks win the championship, and I was born in 1980. You know, my boy Salden, he came on and said, we spoke a while ago, had a giggle about bath salts. Oh, we talk about bath salts? What was we talking about when we said we was talking about bath salts? What was we talking about? I got I ain't even gonna tell y'all, man. But that's gonna be part of the story that we get into a little bit later. We got somebody on the check-in. Said, "What's up, peoples? Happy Tuesday." Oh, my boy Daniel's back on the check-in. What up, Daniel? How you feeling, man? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How y'all feeling, man? You know, I woke up telling y'all I'm feeling great, man. Feeling great. Diabetes, blood pressure under control. My blood sugar under control. I was talking about the human body and how we could get adjusted to some of the weirdest things. And diabetics, yo, if you walking around with constant high sugars, it's certain things your body get used to that you don't even know, man. Somebody else, somebody said smoking the SHIT Salden 85 smoking. What strain you messing with, man? What you like, indica or you like sativa? Me, I couldn't really tell much of a difference, man. It all smoked the same to me. Like, only what didn't I like? Because I used to smoke a lot. Like I said, if you guys was around about 10 years ago and I was doing the same walk, I definitely have a blunt walking. on my way to do what I had to do at this time in the morning with nobody on the streets. I used to do that. But where I used to work before, like I used to ride in cars and stuff. And after smoking, son, I'd be knocked out, son. I'd be wanting to go to sleep. And it just make my whole day, whole day a struggle, yo. You know what I mean? So who we got? Somebody said smoking. All right. All right. Yeah, but the human body get used to stuff, man. So diabetics, man, if you wake up a lot in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, that and you're diabetic and you got to go pee a lot, that's a sign that your blood sugar is out of control. Another sign is like constant thirst. And it's a different type of thirst, y'all. If y'all never had a diabetic thirst, then it's crazy. Like you drink and you drink and you drink, but you seem to get thirstier, yo. You seem to get thirstier. So it's like a crazy cycle, yo. So you wake up in the middle of the night, you gotta go pee. Then you mad thirsty, so you drinking juice and stuff you're not supposed to drink. You wake back up another hour and a half, you go do the same thing. And it's just like a cycle that just keep going. But your body get used to that, man. You start thinking it's normal. You start thinking it's normal. Somebody said we had a giggle about smoking bath salts. Oh, you like indica? Okay. He said my ex-wife is diabetic. How's your ex-wife doing? How's she doing with her diabetes? Yeah, so all right, you like the indica? Yeah. I used to rock with the indica too, you know. It made me just a little bit more sleepy than the sativa. I think the sativa, the stuff I used to mess with, it used to make me want to talk, yo. Anybody ever smoke and want to talk, yo? That's like the craziest thing. You would think that you would get relaxed, but nah, hell no. I used to like to smoke and play video games, man. I'm telling y'all, like back when in my 30s, I smoked, want to play MLB The Show, play 2K. I used to rock with Halo. I used to rock with Modern Warfare. So like those first person shooters used to be crazy, and then sports games. Man, I was spending hours, kid. I even got an in the loop gaming channel where I'm playing MLB The Show. That'll let you know how I was, yo. You know. Um, somebody said she my ex. Okay, okay, she my ex, dog. I got the last laugh. Damn, son. Somebody said where I'm from. I'm from New York, my man from New York, Long Island, New York. Wife say we got the last laugh. Y'all cool with y'all exes? Anybody in here cool with y'all exes? Or like when the relationship is over, y'all straight up done. I'll tell you what, like I got exes who married. So obviously the ones who married there, we don't really talk or anything like that. But I don't think it's any real animosity between us. My exes who's single, yeah, we still talk, you know, not talk like in each other's life, but every now and then, you know, you still send them a Merry Christmas. You will send them happy birthday, stuff like that, like how you doing every now and then. I got some people who call me when they have good news, so they'll do something with their job, and you know they'll give me a call. But Instagram and Facebook and all of this stuff, they made it way easier. They made it way easier. Like there was a time where people like me who graduated high school, like in what 98. I graduated high school in 98, so there was a huge time between 98 and like 2004, 2005, 2006, when Facebook and Instagram and all them joints started going big. So all of us, if you wasn't still in the town or y'all didn't get each other's numbers, like after high school, we used to have to get each other's numbers because somebody fuck around and go to college and leave the town and you never see them again before social media, you know? So there was a gap or bridge in between that time where none of us was talking to anybody. Unless like, you know, I still got my high school friends, my boys, you know, that we always kept each other's number. Some may have moved away, but most of us are back close to Long Island and we still cool, chill, you know, a lot. We still hang out. And these are my high school friends, kid. My high school friends. Somebody came, okay, yeah. So these are still my high school friends, you know. But prior to that time, people was losing contact, definitely losing contact. So now you can see people's life, man. You definitely can see people's life. People post stuff on the internet. you could get a window into people's life. So it's like you don't even got to really talk to the person to know and see exactly what they're doing, to know and see exactly what they're doing. But how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about talking to y'all exes? When it's over, or y'all y'all still talk? Yeah, nah, I never really be animosity with me. Definitely no real animosity. But we back to talking. Another thing about diabetes that you tend to get a lot is like tingling in your fingers, tingling like in your extremities. And it's a small thing that you don't even notice. You don't even notice it really at first, but once it stops, then that's when you notice. You was like, damn, son, I was living with that, living with that. Also, it's a extreme fatigue that you get when you're diabetic and your numbers aren't looking good. So you want to stay in bed more. And it's your psychology. Like it's not it's like your body feels tired, but then your mind is drained, yo. Your mind is drained. And it's like, man, I want to get up out this bed. It ain't even like you tired. It's just like you don't have the motivation to really do too much when you're diabetic and your numbers aren't controlled, you know? So I got that insulin pump. I told y'all about it a couple weeks ago, combined with the Dextime G7, and my numbers have definitely been dropping. I got this energy when I wake up now. So I feel good, man. I even started doing push-ups yesterday. All right. Started doing push-ups yesterday. All right. You feel me? You feel me? Somebody else on the check-in, my boy Salden said, I'm not on anything, just YouTube. All right, just YouTube. Yeah, some people keep it like that. Some people definitely keep it like that. They don't put their life on the internet. I think I'm getting to that level. Only thing y'all gonna see on the internet from me, videos like this on Instagram. I don't really be posting a whole bunch of personal stuff. I joke around a lot, do things like that, post my YouTube numbers up there for the people. I maybe drop something that I'm saying on here on Facebook. Y'all ain't right, I got a couple profile pictures up. Y'all could go check. But other than that, nah, man, I'm just chilling, son. Just chilling. You dig? Just chilling. You know, that's how I do it. But yeah, so if you're diabetic, man, definitely take care of yourself, kid. Take care of yourself. There may be things going on in your body that basically basically influences your decisions that you make that you think are just free will, but it's really your health controlling you, yo. That's real, kid. That is real, son. That is real. That's definitely real, kid. Like things could be going on in your body that you don't know about, and you just think it's nothing. But in all actuality, in all reality, you could be dealing with something that you don't even know about, man. And it's influencing your attitude, influencing the way you think. And it's real. One of my favorite rappers, he from out here, he from Hempstead, Prodigy, a Mob Deep. Shout out to Prodigy. He had a song on the HNIC album where he was talking about you could never feel my pain. Rest in peace to that brother Prodigy. But he had sickle cell anemia and it affected him throughout his whole life. And I know sickle cell must be crazy, man. The type of pain that he was speaking about having, he was like, he gets so frustrated, he throw IV poles. He was like he got addicted to the pain med. That's real stuff, man. Real stuff. Real stuff. So I'm sure he wanted to carry himself with a certain demeanor, but when you got pains like that is just straight up nagging, then it's different. I feel that sometimes with my pancreatitis, y'all. Y'all know I come up here sometimes and tell y'all how this pancreatitis feel. And when I'm messing around and eating the wrong things, man, it feel like I'm swallowing razors, yo. Swallowing fire. If you don't got pancreatitis, I hear gallstones hurt like that. But pancreatitis is one of those pains, son. It will debilitate you, kid. Acute pancreatitis, the pains that you feel, and it's constant, son. There's no break. That pain could go for 24 hours. Imagine being in pain for 24 hours, yo. It changed you, man. Change your whole personality, your outlook on life. Do all of that, man. Definitely do all of that. So Prodigy came on and spoke about that in the HNIC song. So it's realness, man. Y'all go over there and check that, man. And check that song. It's one of the realest joints, hip hop history. You know? One of the realest joints in hip hop history, man. You dig? So take care of yourself, my people, because that's all you really, really, really got. But I had a family reunion, kinda, sorta, this weekend. Shout out to my little goddaughter. Everybody was at the crib, at her father house and mother house. Everybody came through, yo. Everybody came through. We got first, Mill 7 said, how was going on? How you feeling? We got 18 people in that check-in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if this is something you're into. But yeah, man, had a family reunion kinda, sort of, really. A second year birthday for my little goddaughter. Shout out to her. Shout out to the family that came through. Shout out to the family that came through. Didn't see a lot of people in a lot of years. So it was definitely good seeing these people. We chilled, we talked. That's what's up, man. Definitely what's up. And that just got me to thinking, y'all know me. I'll go overboard with thoughts. We got somebody on the check-in, Sam Yo, said, what the F we doing? I ain't doing nothing. My brother chilling, taking a nightly stroll. You feel me? About to go to the train station and getting ready for work. What's up with you? What you got planned this morning? So yeah, chilling with the fam, talking to them, and just looking at it from generation to generation, man. I tell all my cousins with children that they're definitely doing their thing. They're definitely doing their thing. I say that because their children are in much better situations than what we grew up in, basically. And you could track it from generation to generation, man. And it started with my grandfather. Started with the grandfather. Somebody said, page setup. He said, didn't we meet in prison? We jumped that dude that stole Marcus Esig, right? Yep, we got him, yo. I remember. I damn sure remember. He stole the Esig. You know what I mean? It was locking the socks, huh? Locking sock. Locking the sock. But yeah, definitely the family most definitely is doing better. It started with that decision that my grandfather made back in the 60s to move from North Carolina out here to New York. So shout out to my grandfather and grandmother. They had 9 kids, man. 9 kids out here in Long Island. And it was only one person working, him. My grandmother, she ain't really had no education. She was from the South. You look, we always joke about this, yo. I got uncles who was born in North Carolina, and their birth certificate say colored. It's in real life, son. It say colored. Craziest thing. So, yeah. So, my grandfather moved out here to New York. 9 people living in about six-bedroom house out here in Long Island. So the first generation, they definitely had it rough, bro. They had it rough. They was poor by any standard of the word. Poor by any standard of the word. So the next generation, which is the generation above me, my brother age, my aunts and uncles started having kids. My aunts and uncles started having kids. And the thing about it is, so many of them stayed so close to home. Right over here in Long Island, Uniondale, Freeport, Hempstead, Roosevelt, Westbury, we all stayed very, very, very close. Now, I look at that generation, and that generation, man, some of my uncles, some of my older cousins, they grew up poor. So some of them fell trap to some of the traps in the neighbor apartment, some of the traps in the neighborhood, Um, some of them fell trap, holes. They fell for the holes in the hood. So they started having kids themselves. And my aunts and uncles started having, their second kids. So they second kids, they got older kids, and then they got second kids, which was my generation, all of us in our 40s, upper 35s. Now, with us, we started seeing things change, man. So I guess they had their first generation of kids. Then you start seeing some of them start putting their kids in private school. Some of them start telling them about entrepreneurship. Some of them started, their kids different things. So what I saw this week coming up was that generation, my generation, and their kids, man. And I'm looking back, and their kids now don't have to go through half of the stuff that we had to go through. They 17, 18 years old, and they 17, 18-year-old regular kids. 17, 18-year-old regular kids with regular worries. That was different for us, like some of their fathers, some of their, mothers, they came up selling drugs, spent a lot of their time in prison when they was younger. Some of them spent their early 20s in prison. Some people went to school. It was just a whole different mixed bag. But I tell you what, the generation is definitely doing much better, man. And it's really a success story. It's really a success story when you trace it back from a family from the South, you know what I mean, that came up here to New York with absolutely nothing. Came up from New York, from North Carolina, came up to New York from North Carolina with absolutely nothing. It's a success story, man. Those kids at the party, they ain't have to deal with what we seen growing up, man. And what we seen just wasn't normal, kid. It really wasn't normal. Wasn't normal in any sense of the word, you know? But I'd like to thank everybody for checking in. I'm about to head over here, make me some green tea. I will holler at y'all tomatoes, man. Peace out. Thank y'all for checking in, and I loves you. Peace out, man.